Hey guys, and welcome back. We are going to be doing some more Sniper Elite V2 today. So, last time we were doing pretty terribly because I'm pretty terrible at the game. This time we're going to go in with a positive attitude and say that we're going to do amazingly, there'll be no problems. We all know that's lies, but until we at least start, we can pretend. I'm not bothering with collectibles, just as a heads up. If I see them, I'll grab them just because I might as well, but it's not a priority for me. I'm just gonna click continue and see where we left off. Oh, St.
I'd have to worry about it later. I had fresh intel on Mueller. He'd been transferred to take command of the Tiergarten flak tower. I don't like improvising, but HQ reckoned they'd found a location for the shot, and they'd send an airdrop with plans and supplies. Trouble was, the Flyboys had missed the drop zone. They managed to land it in the worst possible location, at the top of a church tower. The only question was, who would I find waiting for me? The Jerrys or the Reds? No doubt they'd be expecting me.
Okay. So apparently I can press tab. Pressing tab doesn't seem to do much. Okay, well, let's get back to crouching, because always crouch move, because otherwise you just get spotted. Hello there. Of course. Okay, so we've got a sniper, but his gunshots, even though it was before the bell, doesn't seem to have alerted everyone. So that's nice, at least. Come on. Enemy snipers in this game are way too good at their job. It seems almost impossible to out-snipe them without taking a hit first. Okay, the music changed, which means they're probably not there. No. Don't know what you're about to do, but you're grabbing on your chest. Oh, you're going grenade point. Stop. Yeah, I saw that. Grenade happy people. Where are we going? Yep, just not one coming. Okay. Anyone else up on the roof? Probably not, they'd be shooting me already, wouldn't they? Well, I mean, it's not the worst to start with. Rather had. Hello? Oh, tank. I don't know, that's a tank. It's almost impressive to not spot a tank, isn't it? Hello? Enemies in this game, I'm not sure if it's just the difficulty level, but they seem to have way too good a reaction speed from my tastes. Well, most of the time. Yes, that was actually intentional. Trying to turn his turret a bit so I can actually see the cat, but he doesn't seem to be playing ball. Oh, I did not mean to throw that. Wait. Well, apparently I accidentally picked up gold. Sure, why not? I did not mean to place something like that. Yeah, they're definitely sliding me around somewhere because they keep making sounds. Darn it. The bell was not going off when I did that. Well, so the game does want me to go this way then. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Avoid fighting with tank. It's probably a sensible choice as an individual soldier. No, thank you. Well, once again, this is deteriorating from I'm a sniper to, oh god, please stop shooting me, I have a rifle. I mean, we haven't died yet on this mission. Admittedly, I just said that, which is clearly cursing at myself, but... I keep hearing people talk, but I don't know where they are. Another tank. That took a few more shots than I really wanted it to, but... You know, take what you can. That was a little bit close. Okay, I get it. You've got grenades. Calm down. Ouch. I may be slightly injured. That was not a way upstairs. I'm pretty sure that shouldn't kill the dude, but I guess I'll take it. Okay, who's next? Okay, I'm supposed to go into the star or to the circle. Well, I guess it doesn't matter either way, because I'm dead. Wait, where the hell am I? Oh. Just a couple of seconds back. Oh, seriously? He literally ran up there and immediately knew where I was. Yeah, enemy snipers in this game are baloney. Still people talking, so there must be someone alive somewhere. Hello, Steve. I feel like I could call that you're here from the quacking without actually looking at chat, couldn't I? How are you doing? I am doing alright, although apparently my dude has a hard... What the hell? Can I walk this way, please? Thank you. Whoa, calm down. That was just wildly shooting, because... Please leave me alone. How on earth those guys didn't kill me, I will never know. He literally stood behind me with rifles and couldn't kill me. Busy at work, but can't be arsed with it. Sounds like a summation of being at work. Yeah, I need to actually sort a few things out of my interview tomorrow. So, see how that goes. Biggest issue I have currently is basically my reference situation. Due to one of the places I used to work out not existing anymore, and the place I worked out most recently refused to give me my last pay slip and then just stopped speaking to me, so it's kind of hard to be like, hey, can you give me a reference? I know you started ignoring me because you wouldn't pay me, but so my reference situation's a little bit sketch, so we'll see how it goes. But other than that, things are going alright. Where did this guy go? There's definitely another dude in this building somewhere. Oh, found him. Hello? That was pretty sloppy, but kill's a kill. Anyone else in this building? I like how this game about sniping has kind of deteriorated from that, you know, particular focus. I forgot that I couldn't jump from a moment there. I want to kill that tank, but apparently I'm not good enough for this. So close. There we go. Goodbye, Mr. Tank. Who is shouting so much? And where are you? Yeah. Just a random background noise of someone find him, kill him, blah blah blah. Are you downstairs maybe? Are you downstairs maybe? Hello? I have no idea where this noise is coming from. Oh. Well, we found them. Anyone else down here? Yeah, I was just shooting a rifle. I can't be that hard to find, right? Do you have any reason to be down here? I guess we got some grenades. That's nice. Well, that went bad. Okay, where am I now? Oh, way back here. Great. Exactly, what could possibly go wrong? believe there was one more dude over here somewhere. Then we've got a tank to take out again. Took quite a few shots last time. See if we can do any better. Two shots, I'll take that. Okay, now let's see if we can kill those guys down below without getting any problem. Oh, can I move? Yes, I'm aware this is away from the objective, but there are enemies down here, and I need to get revenge on them for killing me. Anybody in here? Last time I alerted them, they all came running, so I don't know where they were actually stationed before I alerted them. Apparently not very close. Okay. What the hell are these guys? Hello? No, that's back there where I was before. Okay, we're around circles, but I don't know where these are. Ah, barracks. Well, there's only one obvious choice to do here. I mean, come on, you can't resist throwing a grenade into hole, right? Shit, here goes my internet again. Oh, that's no good. Internet problems are always miserable. Wait, zone secure? What the hell is a zone secure? Weird. Ouch. I don't know. Bad internet kind of hurts when you're playing any game or trying to watch anything or doing anything in the modern age that requires the internet, which is a lot of things. I'm not sure where the guy came from. I initially got support from SUP and I was thinking just stay at turret, then I thought it may have been SUPCOM. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going with a SUPCOM route here. I mean, that should be pretty standard assumption. Ow. Well, that was rude. I knew there was going to be a sniper around somewhere. Here, somewhere. Just not sure where exactly. You're muting me because you don't want to hear your voice in life. I'm have to get some work done at all. Oh, that's very loving of you, Steve. Okay, so there was a sniper up here on the left. So we're just going to creep under the left side. And then see if there's one on the right as well. Not so far. Now, where are you? Aha. Come on. Screw your reaction times. I literally have the ability to sit around walls and you still got me faster. Well, I genuinely don't know if it's possible to beat the enemy snipers in this game without getting hit once. It's pretty rough. Stop. Oh, this is a Jamie quack. Hello, Jamie. I see you're joining in the quacking. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to me sucking at video games, the standard streaming affair on my channel. Because if there's one thing you can count on me to suck at video games. Like, I genuinely have gotten worse at games over time. It's kind of sad. Like, how many things do you put, like, years of practice into and get worse? Like, I haven't played this full game before, but I played a bit of it before. I played a bit of it before on max difficulty. And I didn't find it nearly as hard as I'm doing now. And it's like, oh god, literally getting worse at something the more time I put into it. I mean, to be fair, I don't have as competitive a mindset as I used to, and my reaction times are slower than they used to because, you know, I'm an old fart of 29, fucking ancient and all that. I feel like there's supposed to be people here for me to shoot. There's like big doorways, but... Machine gun turret? Maybe I'll go about later. Couple extra grenades. Sure, why not? I agree, Arabus, but it feels fitting for my stream, especially for this game. I'm pretty sure I've used it before, maybe when I was playing Dark Souls, but...
They left me a Gewehr 43. ZF-4 telescopic sight. 4 times magnification. Nice. No time for a test.
I have a subtitle that said nice
toy. Spotted me, as I'd known they would.
Whoa, okay. Excuse me? Wait, did I just ricochet a bullet into his heart? I mean, that's kind of cool. Didn't know you could do it, but it's cool. I mean, I might have used it for both, to be honest. I'm not very original with stream titles, so... Yep, I am a professional sniper. I don't just spray and pray with a sniper rifle. What? I swear that should hit that die. No. I never miss a single shot. I miss a lot of shots. God damn it, I'm getting that stupid thing where my chat's scrolling again. For some reason this game doesn't like totally disable interacting with my OBS client, so when I scroll the zoom, sometimes it messes with chat. Well, not always, like it's not doing it now, but... Okay, what's anyone else right now? Can I go high? Nope, there's not very much of a higher left to this building. Well. Catch. Wait, I just got a potato masher? What? 50 out of 100 potato masher? I don't quite understand, but okay. This is the World War II Sniper Elite, right? The one where you shoot Mustache Man in the balls. I don't know. I've not completed the game before, so... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's... Well, I know it's World War II, so probably. Ow. But that was pretty mean. Did I like a trip mine there or something? It basically exploded when I climbed down. Ooh, goodbye, Joel. Oh, hey, Karma. How's it going? Thing I remember most from these games is just... Hey, whatever sticks in your mind. Oh, it's a little like APC thing. I was wondering what's happening. Oh, how are you doing today, by the way? Actually, I'll apply to you as well, Erebus. I haven't asked yet. Erebus and Karma, how are you doing today? You both having a good time? Doing good. How am I doing? I'm not doing too bad, thank you very much. I need to do some more preparation. Well, I just need to do some preparation for my interview tomorrow. Hopefully that goes well. If not, then at least I can commiserate on Friday with people doing a social stream. You're tired? Nah. Well, I'm kind of tired as well, but that's just, you know, fairly standard affair. I don't think about it that much. Yeah. Just basic retail work, nothing exciting. Just basically topping up savings, want to get a job just like at a supermarket or something. I'd love to say it's for something exciting and well paid, but no. Sadly, it will probably mess with my streaming schedule, although I will still be streaming regardless. It just might become a little bit less consistent. Screw you, Bottle. I don't believe I gave you permission to come up here. I can hear people, so it's clearly still friends around here. Oh, well, that was mean. So has Erebus managed to earn forgiveness for forgetting all the dates? Oh, shit. I feel kind of bad now. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, I can kind of relate to him. I'm really bad with dates myself, so I always noted things down in like my phone calendar and stuff to remind me. I was kind of fortunate that my ex's birthday was on the 1st of the month, so I only had to remember the month, and then it was really easy after that. No, it's fine. No, it was bad. I'm getting mixed messages here. Is it okay or is it bad? Or is it fine now, but it was bad? Also, I'm dying a lot. Ah. Difference in how you value things. I can totally relate to that. Some people just don't care about the birthdays, and some people it's like this really important thing. So I can see how that could cause some problems. Some consternation? Is that the correct word? Well, I'm glad you've made up at least. As funny as it is having you guys bicker and chat, I don't want you to actually have falling outs over things, so... I just got a headshot through fire. I couldn't even see the dude. Did I just burn myself to death? I think I did. Wow. That was possibly my stupidest death yet. Well, I'm glad that they're rare. Yep, screw us. I think birthdays are important. I don't always have to make a huge deal out of them. I'm not very age focused, as I think I've said before. I just, you know, age is just a number in the end. But I do think it's like, you know, I think it's important to pay attention to them, especially if the person whose birthday is in question, finds it important. I'm not too fussed about doing anything crazy, but I like to, you know, make a bit of an event out of it. It's a good reason to meet up with people and, well, you know, when the world's being less ending. Can I shoot out when he's already dead? Yes, I can. Age is just a number, then jail is just a room. I mean, your other one automatically went that way mentally, Erebus, so I guess there's more about you than it does about me. I was more going with the approach of, like, you know, I don't really have a problem with being friends with people that are 50 or people that are 15. Ah, not quite. You got the right month, but you are 2 days off. Well, 9 days off. Wow, it took me that long to realise that 27 and 18 are 9 days apart. That is embarrassing. And also, I need to pay attention, otherwise I'm going to be literally stuck at this bit forever. Okay, let's try a different approach. I'm good up here. Indeed, indeed. I mean, I'm trying to talk, play a game, and count at the same time. Apparently that is just beyond the scope of my capabilities at this point. And my chat's scrolling again. Stop doing that. To be fair, I've got chat on another screen. I can just pull this around so it's more visible and monitor it from there. Makes more sense. Rather than keep pausing to re-scroll chat. I am here somewhere. So now the real question is, can I remember yours from the bickering you were having yesterday on stream? I think it's the 28th of April? Did I remember that right or not? So you can't get too angry with me though, because you just got mine wrong as well, so you know. Oh, that's the anniversary. Go on, I knew it was significant. Okay, I don't remember your birthday then, I'm afraid. I think you might have told me at one time, but... I think it's later in the year, though. Why am I thinking December? December... Is it early December? Like, December 7th or something? Oh, December 13th. I mean, how unlucky can it be if it bought you, if it bought us you? Right, it's got to count for... God damn it. It's got to count for something. I'm so dead. Oh no, he missed. See, I'm really good at remembering some dates and really bad at others. Like, if it gets into my head and I remember it, I'll always remember it. But it takes me a while to remember them in the first place. So, I might know someone for like quite a while and it takes me a long time to remember like birthdays and specific dates, but it'll just suddenly click, and as soon as I have remembered it, then I'm just fine. Never noticed that guy like that before. Yeah, I think I guess for me, remembering dates like that is less actually about remembering the dates or the events themselves, and it's more about the showing that you care enough to actually remember, if you know what I mean. Men are also generally a lot worse at remembering dates. Like, there's been studies on it and stuff, and men just aren't as good at remembering dates as women are. I don't know if it's like a cultural thing, a personality thing, some weird mental thing. I don't know. I have no idea of a reason why. I just know that there have been studies on it. And in general, men are a lot worse at memorizing dates than women are. But I do remember the dates of, like, friends' birthdays and stuff in general. Although, my issue actually ends up being more that I don't know what the current date is. So I occasionally miss people's birthdays, not because I don't know when their birthday is, but because I don't know what the current date is. So I'll be like, a couple of days later, and I'll be like, oh yeah, happy birthday. I totally remembered, I just didn't know what the date was. We just care less. About dates or about other people? I was going to say, I feel it's a bit harsh to say we just care less about people, but... I also occasionally get muddled up if there's too many dates that are close together. So, like, if I know multiple people and they have birthdays that are, like, really close to each other, like, within a couple of days, I'll be like, I know your birthdays are here, I just get slightly confused about who is first. Yeah, that's one thing, like, because I know I'm bad at dates, I'll put them on calendars. So I know that I suck at remembering people's birthdays and anniversary dates and all that kind of thing. So I just put them on a calendar on my phone or a computer and set a reminder even like a couple of days early so that I remember. Which is why I don't think there's a really good excuse for forgetting things these days. But like, when I say I forget dates, I tend to forget dates like off the top of my head. But I do have them.
Now I knew how to get Mullah. One true shot from the flak tower to his command tower.
I just occasionally have...
The Russians that
I think
in,
most of the time, when I said earlier about missing dates by a couple of days because I forget what the current date is.
I'd have to cross the front line.
Yes, I have it on my phone, but I don't look at the date very often on my phone. But I've mostly done that in the past when I've like formatted my phone and forgot to put things back into a calendar straight away.
My rifle.
I should really just use a calendar that syncs. I think I actually might now. At the time, though, it was just like a thing that was just on the phone, and if you formatted it, it died. No, flak tower. Hey, Steve. How goes the work? Yeah. We got 2 December babies, do we?
Ты же не скажешь им, если я что-нибудь незаметно положил в карман.
Нет, но если ты собираешься... Ой, убит!
Okay, now we're sneaking around. Anybody here? No? Up we go. Those corpses are a mood, to be honest. What? I feel like I'm missing something out of a corpse as a mood. What, you feel like a corpse? I feel like I'm missing something distinctly here. Oh. I don't think anyone was shooting at me there, were they? hell's going on? Well, I mean, try gas corpses of some people I killed. As how this goes. Well, on my own corpse because, you know. Oh, no sign of anyone yet. You know what? Since we're all talking about dates and stuff and whether they're important to people, I'm going to be, you know, totally conventional, briefly pause my stream and add some dates to my calendar. If I can find my calendar. Where's my calendar gone? Oh, oh. I rearranged my phone recently, so I lost where everything is. Which is always useful. Immensely handy. Okay, where are we? Calendar. So we've got Steve's birthday. And we've got Karma's birthday. There we go. Now I won't forget. I mean, I'll forget. If you ask me in a week when it is, I might have forgotten. But overall, I will remember. Or at least I will have the knowledge available to me. Let's go with that. Actually, to be honest, we've talked about it so much now, I might legitimately just remember at this point, but I'm not making any promises on that front, so we'll see. Interesting in there. What am I even doing? I'm going that way, but anything interesting around first? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I said it yesterday, but I'll say it again in case anyone is here that wasn't here yesterday. I won't be doing my stream tomorrow because of the interview. Whilst I could do it at an unconventional time, I'd rather just, you know, do the interview and then chill afterwards. It's not that interviews are, like, super difficult or anything, but, I don't know, just a personal preference. How you gonna survive work? Yeah, I know. I'm a terrible, terrible content creator, Steve, for leaving you out in the cold. I'm pretty sure that hit an obstacle, but sure. Well, they apparently didn't appreciate me sniping that dude. Have a just chatting stream or play a random game that doesn't take much effort. Well, I mean, I'll be out. Like, the problem is that partly, you know, I actually have to go to my interview, which kind of messes with when I'd usually be streaming. So I wouldn't be able to stream when you usually have me streaming. Oh, come on, that was baloney. He was bouncing up and down the stairs. I'm already doing a Friday stream as an extra. Give me a break. I'm allowed to take a day off. Plan honestly is probably just to chill and play some, like, you know, I'm probably gonna still be gaming, probably just on my own and playing random stuff I wouldn't normally stream. Or, you know, reading manga, watching any anime that happens to come out that day. Probably none, but honestly, I never pay attention to what days things come out on. Oh, the quacking. I mean, I'm not exactly claiming that, like, oh god, streaming is so desperately exhausting and stressful or anything most of the time, but I know I'm a bit weird in that I like doing kind of one thing in a day. Admittedly, I'm going to have to adjust that anyway if I get a job, because otherwise my streaming will become really erratic if I'm not willing to stream on days when I'm working. But that depends on the length of the shift. If I'm doing like really long shifts, I'm probably not going to want to stream on the same day as I work, but if I have shorter shifts, I will be fine to do both. Yeah, I just, you know, general. Oop, didn't mean to stop them. Just general retail, you know, stocking shelves, working tills. Mundane stuff, but they give you some money to do it, so it could be worse. Any of you guys got a grenade on your belt? No. Who the hell shoot me? Oh, I mean, it's an interview, so, you know, I still have to actually get to the job before it's... Someone there, maybe? Ow. You guys suck. Oh, it's you. Sitting underneath a little bit of water, so I can't see you. Yeah, pretty much. I always find it funny that interviewers don't appreciate that as an actual answer. Not literally calling them a bitch, but being like, well, you know, money. Everyone knows it's the real answer, and yet for some reason we have to play this stupid game of lying to each other. Like, I don't have a problem with them wanting more than you just saying for money. Like, if they want to know, why did you apply for this retail job versus another one, or, like, you know, whatever, that's, you know, fine. I don't have a problem with wanting more information, but the fact that because money isn't classed as a valid part of an explanation just seems really stupid. I don't know, it should... I feel like saying that should surely contribute towards being an honest person. Keep hearing gunshots. But I'm not being shot. And I'm not seeing traces. Well, you know, you can never have too much trauma in life. Where do you come from? Yeah, that was a very messy kill, but, you know, as needs must. Just to confirm, is there anyone up here? No? Kind of surprised. But yeah, I always feel so disingenuous being like, well, you know, I really like the company and I want to talk to people and learn new things, and it's like, it's a fucking job stacking shelves. I want to come in, do some menial work, and get paid some money and go home again. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I guess, it will encourage me to be more physically active, so I guess it'll potentially be good for health reasons. but I'm not sure if that counts as an argument either. Why do you want this job? Because you pay me and it involves minor exercise. You can say about experience. Yeah, I mean, I've worked retail before, so I obviously have experience. The hardest thing, as I said to Steve earlier, I think it was before you came in, was my current references are a bit janky. The last job I had never paid me my last pay slip and then stopped responding to me, so I can't exactly get a reference off them. And the job I had before that was... that shop doesn't exist anymore, so it's a bit awkward to get proper references. Whilst I did have a job before that, that's going back at this point like a decade, so it starts to feel a bit weird going to a job where the people there probably aren't even the people you worked with and being like, hey, can I get a reference? I know you don't know me, but hi? I don't know. So, we'll see how that goes. But, hey, you know, just got to get on with life sometimes. So, if they don't give me a job because I don't have good enough references, then I don't get a job. Not much I can do about it. Why does it feel like someone's going to jump on this turret in a second? I was right. I mean, took them a bit longer and I actually got killed by a sniper, but they were going to jump on the turret. So I only really need to loot these guys, because these are the ones that have the same type of ammo as me. Also, when I accidentally dropped this gun and picked it up again, I actually had less ammo than before. That's kind of weird. Okay, so... pick people off whilst it's noisy. More bombs, maybe? He's here somewhere. I like how calm he is. Literally, he was standing next to a dude who got a sniper round through the back of the head. He's like, he's here somewhere. I will have to work in retail while at college. How bad is it? I mean, obviously, it varies from shop to shop. Honestly, if we're talking about, like, you know, supermarket type retail, it's not great, but it's not, like, the worst thing ever. It's just very boring, to be quite frank. Like, it's not super difficult. It's just okay. If you drive and have your own car, I could recommend, not recommend as being, wow, an amazing job, but as being better than working in a supermarket. Doing deliveries to takeouts really aren't that bad. I used to work at Papa John's and just delivering pizzas. You mostly drive around the car, listen to music. It's a pretty easy job. Yeah, I didn't think you did, but I just couldn't remember, so. Where are you going? But no, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I preferred working on self-scanners to working on the actual checkouts over here, personally. Just a preference. It's a bit more... It's a bit more rushed at times when there's a bunch of them that have problems and you have to try and help people out of things, but it was a bit more interesting. But I did loads of different retail jobs. Yeah, sometimes it's honestly not that bad. You can just kind of switch off and just sort of, you know, autopilot your way through it. So it's pretty alright, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not what I would necessarily pick as, oh yeah, I want to do this for the rest of my life, but it's fine. But a big part of it depends on who you're working with. So if you get really shitty colleagues that are just a complete pain in the ass, obviously it makes it a lot worse. But if you get people that are pretty chill and you get along with well, it's quite nice. Yep. Like I'm really bad at doing sales. I worked as a phone salesperson for a while. I'm really not good at that kind of job. But the people I worked with I really liked. So that was actually probably my favourite job I've done. Not because of work. If anything, I preferred working like traditional retail and doing tills because I didn't suck at it and it was less stressful. But I really got on well with people that I worked with doing sales, so I quite enjoyed it. More gold. Those guys running around, but I'm having a hard time getting a look on them. I do not think the noise is going anymore when I shot that. Ooh, there goes your vertebrae. Oh, I am way too out in the open. You worked an off license when I was in college, uni, and did every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. A lot of places will have you part-time for cover, 5, 6, full-time is finished, so it'll work out for the rest of the week and stuff too. Yeah, honestly, one of the things I find a bit annoying about retail these days, though, is it's a lot more common that they don't give you, like... Look, when I first did retail, it was like, okay, you work... like Steve said, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something, and these are hours, whereas it's way more common these days to be like, oh, we just want you to work whenever we happen to decide 2 weeks in advance, and it just changes all the time, and it's kind of miserable for making plans. But again, it depends where you are and what kind of job, so there definitely are still jobs, and if you're in uni, obviously, there'll be a bit more understanding that, well, you can only work certain hours because that's when you're not at uni, or college, or whatever. Again, employers are more understanding when you have a reason. If you just don't want to work, if you just want fixed shifts because you'd prefer fixed shifts, they tend to be a bit less understanding about it, which is kind of annoying because apparently, you know, personal preference isn't allowed. But if it's like, well, I can't work these days because X, Y, Z, then they're like, sure, guess. Yeah, of course. I mean, everyone, you know, part of going through, like, college and education and stuff like that is the social side of it. It's important to learn social skills as well because, well, social skills are pretty important for your future career and work and stuff. Networking is very useful. 24-hour Clicker Hero stream when? I mean, a 24-hour stream would murder me in general. And whilst arguably less mentally intensive, I think the 24 hours of Clicker Hero would probably kill me from a, oh my god, this is mind-numbingly repetitive. But no, I didn't swap them. No, stop. I need to swap weapon. I just want to loot the corpse. Oh well. Oh, hello there. There, I swallowed for you, Karma. Happy? And posture. Actually, I need to lower my chair a bit so that when I sit up straight, I'm not too high. Actually, also helps. I've noticed if I don't have my chair fully up and have it a bit lower, I tend to keep a better posture anyway, so my arms are still at the right height. If you told me to spit, are we still talking about water here or what? Well, I guess the question is, if I was told to spit, would it be good or bad if I did? Anyway. Water shot. Well, I mean, I don't really have anywhere to spit water at when I'm streaming, so... Nobody heard anything. I think they might have heard something. Yourself? You want me to just spit water at myself? I'm not sure if I want to set a precedent of allowing people to make me spit water at random things. Like, how am I supposed to... What? I'm not sure. Would we just spit it back in the glass again?
Ich hoffe, dass unsere glorreichen Kommandanten einen Plan haben. Denn ich habe keine Ahnung, wie lange wir noch aushalten können.
Just dribble all over myself, essentially.
Haltet die Augen auf. Sichert das Gebiet. Findet ihn. Keine Gefahr.
I mean, you say that, Karma. You're the one that actually asked me to do it. Although I suppose Steve having spit kink doesn't necessarily negate the option of you. You want to, like, spit into a bin? Like, I can just refund your points. Yeah. I need a bonk sound. Wait, what? I will have a drink for your hydrate command. If you want me to do silly things like spitting out water, keep it for streaming on Friday. That's when I'm more inclined... Like, my weird bonus social streams are when I'm more inclined to do, like, dumb things. Partly because I sometimes have a bit of a drink, so, you know. I shouldn't have said that. That's another thing I should have as a bit notification sound. I need to have Hagrid doing his whole... I shouldn't have said that. Because I feel like I end up doing that a lot, where people are like, hey, you should do this. I'm like, oh, ask me at this point in time. And then I'm like, why did I make any sort of an agreement to do these things? Oh, you did nearly make me spit out my drink at one point, didn't you? From the quacking sound when you caught me off guard with it. I don't think it'd work very well at the moment though, because like I'm too much in the mindset of thinking about that. Get me killed with this. Wait, how did you not respond? Dude literally shot a gun outside the door and ran past. Yes, you did almost get me killed. So once we go that way, so of course, because, you know, gaming logic, you have to go everywhere else first. It's kind of funny what I do this. I don't even care about the collectibles, and I'm still like, must look at all the rooms. It's like, what am I expecting to find? Some, like, weird sci-fi weapon Easter egg that's hidden somewhere. Gonna find, like, a Goth rifle from Crysis or something. Guess we're going upstairs. So I haven't actually posted on Discord yet, which I really should have done, but who's actually interested in, you know, socially stuff on Friday? Don't know if people are available. I know, Steve, you suggested it, so I kind of hope you're interested, but... Well, I won't be doing it until Friday evening anyway, so... So it can be all day. If you want to drink all day, that's your prerogative. You'll be in chat for a bit. Oh, boy. Sounds good. Yeah, no worries. I mean, there's no mandatoriness. I'm just... It's not like if you say you'll show up, you have to. I'm not going to, like, you know, chase you down and complain. Just curious who's interested. Do a workout stream at some point. Oh god, you'd actually kill me. I mean, the stream would only be like half an hour long, but banned word equal punishment. Well, I mean, that's kind of what the word ban thing already is supposed to be. A whole stream of that might kill me though. Do you think I can fit one of these bullets in my gun? Well, that's an interesting kink, but sure. I mean, the green screen doesn't really like picking them up. Well then, here, have a crop. They're black. I mean, I only have one pair, so, you know. They'll be the same colour as they were the last time when you originally realised I wear Crocs while streaming. in my defense, you know, I have poor blood circulation, so I kind of need to keep my feet warm. Also, I don't really care, and they're fairly comfortable for lounging around the house. What the hell am I doing with that? It's kind of different looking. Yeah. Hi, Reynolds. Reynolds? I think that's how you pronounce it. Reynolds, whatever. My hands get like ice cubes. It's not as bad as it used to be fair, but it's still not great. Of course, the sound stopped as soon as he got in range. I'd heard that wearing multiple layers of socks can actually be worse or something, but I don't know. Honestly, half the time my feet are cold enough that it doesn't matter if I wrap them in socks because there's no heat to keep in. I don't know who shot me, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I read at one point, but I've never, like, fact-checked it or anything, so, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. Can I get up from this side as well? Yes, I can. Oh, wait. No, not. Actually, hold on. Where is... Hoodless? But yeah, poor circulation kind of sucks. I mean, for one thing, just being cold all the time isn't ideal. And for another thing, it kind of sucks when you, like, you know, touch someone and their immediate reaction is to recoil because, holy shit, that's cold. Don't necessarily blame people for it, but it's like, oh, you know, kind of sad. Yep. My hands and feet used to go purple all the time. I still remember, and Jamie can probably confirm, that we used to spend like all lunchtime when I was back in high school outside, and my hands and feet would go like completely like purple, but they get like weird orange flecks on them as well, which I don't even understand. But I'd literally go like swimming afterwards if I had it as like the following lesson, and by the end of like an hour in a swimming pool, my feet were still purple. And it's like, yep, I'm pretty sure they're just dead at this point. As I said, thankfully it has gotten better, but even so, it is not great. Yeah, pretty much. Although sometimes it's quite funny to just, like, you know, randomly stick your hand down the back of someone's shirt or something, just to make them freak out. But most of the time it's not ideal. Seriously, sound? Come back. Screw you, game. It's like noisy constantly, except when I finally have a shot with it. run around. More collectibles that I don't really care about, but sure. Yeah, I'm convinced, like, one day, some point later in my life, it's going to come back to bite me in the ass and one of my hands will just fall off or something, but... Hello? Darn it. Finally, a shot but didn't have the cover of the loud noise. Probably because I killed one of the gun turrets, so, you know, less noise. Ow. Oh, and that was going so well too. We're going right back to the start of that bit, aren't we? Yep. Yeah, except that wasn't the stealthiest approach ever, but it's hard to turn down a good opportunity. Alright, gotta go. Don't listen to Steve and take a break tomorrow. See you Friday. Alright, Carmen, thanks for stopping by. Nice to hear from you again. And I look forward to seeing you on Friday, but don't feel bad if you can't make it. Do listen to stuff. Wait, was there a dead guy there? I didn't kill him. Excuse me, sir, why are you dead? I'm genuinely not sure what happened to that man. Greetings, gentlemen. Now that safety is gone, we can all discuss with no fear of being dragged down to the fiery depths. Hello, Aramis. I hear you were in trouble. Aww. Darn it. Probably would have been cool to get a shot through the gap, but I'm not good enough. That sounds like I'm scared of sticking my foot in my mouth again, so I'm just going to not talk, Richard. Which, if we're being fair, is maybe a good strategy. I mean, it took you this long to figure out who wears the trousers between them, Steve? That's the pointless.
Suchen weiter. Weiter!
What did I hit there? Oh, I got a grenade. Well, that was a pure fluke, wasn't it? I think he got a bit confused about where I was. Looking over there? There. That building kind of feels like it's got some significance to it, but I guess we'll find out, maybe. How are you doing anyway today, Erebus? He's an actual Psycho X. Says just the most toxic girls in my life, and that isn't just bias. And at home fallacy, she really was just the worst. I'm doing fine. Did that kill him or no? Blew that guy's ass out. He had some whatever I just said. Oh, hello again, Colin. Your attempt to avoid being detected has failed. Jeez, that's quite the angle I'm having to shoot at to get these shots. Made you draw the stream again. Bitch. She's... Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Guess I was supposed to kill a specific person. Ah. What are you doing? You make kill films. How about that? Ooh. Don't know if I really need to kill these guys, but Proton Warrior Mask. Certainly ate him. Which is not apparently the one Colin wants to use to describe him. Stinky butt. Why is it sometimes the like most simple insults the funniest? saying? What? Carmen and I were playing hentai games earlier. I hate the boobs of hentai. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something. What? Okay, Erebus's retort is obvious, but is there a reason you hate the boobs of hentai women? It's like a question I wasn't expecting to be asking today, but sure. Yeah, this combo definitely took a turn. That's fair. I mean, I'd say not all of them are drawn unrealistically, but yes, the vast majority are not very realistic. But, yeah, I mean, the characters themselves aren't very realistic, so... I mean, I guess it's always that interesting question of how much realism do you need in something that's not real? Okay, Erebus is obvious. I'm curious, Cotma. What is there a specific thing you hate about it? Or is it just that you don't appreciate them? I mean, there's nothing wrong with not liking them, I'm just kind of curious. Are you saying you don't like my tits, Erebus? I'm deeply hurt. No, not. No, they make no fucking sense. Like, nipples are unrealistic, the shape is unrealistic, the way they float is unrealistic. Yeah. I mean, you haven't even got on to the way that they, like, move around as if they're literally, like, water balloons half the time. Darn it. So we have to try and go for a grenade kill. I need to exfiltrate. Okay. So what short love you too, huh? You know I love you guys make me stop, bro. We're trying to get Kegel back. Oh dear. I think I will, for both logistical reasons and for TOS reasons, not go too much into commenting on that particular statement, Erebus. But I'm sure very nice. I'll leave it at that. He is here somewhere indeed. Oh, I'm not really worried about getting banned. I'm in that interesting thing where it's like I'm almost too small a streamer to really worry unless I do something extreme. Like, I greatly doubt there's a moderator from Twitch currently sitting in my chat. Seems pretty unlikely. Probably because it isn't my platform, mostly because it's true. There's no gore, animal abuse, or anything like that. I'm assuming that's not a complaint that I lack gore and animal abuse in my stream. So I got a 2-for-1 kill, and there's 3 people, and they're all dead. Something doesn't quite add up here. You know, I got to fire the Welrod once. It's a bolt action, not a semi-automatic. Well, I don't have a Welrod on me at the moment. Oh no, the... Oh yeah, the... Welrod, sorry, pistol. I have never fired a gun in my life. I fired a paintball gun. That's about as close as I've got. It's not especially terrifying if anything for you the first few times you try. Yeah, I mean, if I was ever in a situation where I could fire one at a target, I'd probably do it, but I also am not particularly in any interest where I'm going to go out of my way to put myself in that situation, so it's just, I don't know, not that important for me to have fired a gun again. No. God damn it. Let me guess, all the way back again. Oh no, we didn't get sent all the way back this time. It's nice. Never want to use a firearm when my life depends on it because I have the sweatiest hands when I'm under stress. Well, I just don't really want my life to be dependent on a firearm at any point in time, but, you know. I don't want really my life to be in danger. Yeah, this is totally how you're supposed to use weapons in a game about sniping. God dang it. Saw him but just didn't react fast enough. Okay. Anyone else in chat ever used a firearm? Or just Erebus? Thomas putting a question mark in. Does that mean Erebus is telling lies? Have you not used firearm before? Ah. Yeah. Again, I like guns in video games. I'm not particularly a big fan of real life guns. They tend to be a bit more like, you know, killing people. Whew. That was a touch close. It's a really awkward door to get out of when you don't know where enemies are. Okay, apparently those bottles are only snipers. Looks like it might be the end of this mission. Hey! That was totally smooth, didn't die at all. Yes. Have I thought about playing Metal Gear Solid 5? I mean, I've only played Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 before, so 5's the open world one, isn't it? Which honestly is probably the least interesting version of... I'm not actually that huge on open world games. I don't have a... It's not like I hate them or anything, but I kind of prefer the more focused story-driven games.
The only target left.
I think I haven't played 3.
But I hadn't a clue where he was hiding.
I remember 1 and 2 notably. Obviously 1
had a special operations command post in East Berlin.
Have I played 3?
Perhaps he was in contact.
Jamie, have I
with
played
them.
3? I can't even remember.
I packed up and headed out. Followed the sounds of fighting and tank fire. It was just about the most dangerous place I could possibly go. But I needed answers. And this was the only way to get them.
Ah. Metal Gear Solid, at least. Did they keep up their trend of having attractive snipers by any chance, then? Okay. Female aunt. Female aunt. Okay. I'm a little confused, to be honest, but sure. Sure. Let's just pretend that made sense. So basically, quiet applies anime logic to Metal Gear Solid. Got it. Somehow you saying it's very wholesome makes me think it's less wholesome. Don't know why that'd be, but you know. I am totally gonna get sniped here somewhere, aren't I? we've got a tank. Shit, got it first time. Didn't expect that. I mean, totally. Obviously, I was going to get it first time. I'm great at this game. Ow. Okay, seriously, he was facing the other direction. And he just like warped his ass around to hit me. I call complete and utter baloney on that one. So stop scrolling my chat up. Stupid game. Nobody has a clue where I am. Perfectly stealthy. This will never change. Nope, nobody knows. He doesn't know. Oh, it's like a perfect headshot. And then I died. Meryl is best girl, followed by Sost. I mean, Sniper Wolf is clearly best sniper though, right? I don't have any bias to the fact that she's basically the only one that I know. The YouTuber? I don't know if you're talking about a YouTuber called Sniper Wolf or Meryl here, but, you know. Well, it can have a Sniper Wolf skin, but Sniper Wolf is just, you know, Sniper Wolf. She doesn't need a skin. What? Did they just kill me by shooting me in the elbow? This game really loves placing some bullshit snipers. Like, literally, you hit a checkpoint and it loads a sniper in, firing on you. Like, I don't know, it's kind of baloney. Meryl from second one, or Res 4. You can lock them bond levels purchase. Are you serious? Oh, sorry, dude, no. Jeez, you're twitching around, aren't you? Oh, I saw. Because I'm trying to steal like a scientist or something and they wanted him. Just getting the Cold War started, you know. Bum Rush Brigade. Yeah, I'm getting back. Or I'm not. What was that about? I mean, I guess it worked for them, but it felt a little bit weird on the AI's part to suddenly be like, hey, we're just gonna zerg you. Someone snuck up behind me, didn't they? This is a brutal checkpoint. Oh, we got two. Nice. Oh, thank you. Well, this looks healthy. Anything interesting around? Any ammo or anything? No. Yeah, the game won't even let me walk over corpses. Who needs accuracy when you can just fire a lot of bullets? Okay, I need accuracy when you can just... Why do I talk? I mean, to be fair, I fail miserably when I don't talk as well, so... Exactly. I really need to set that up as a notification sound. Well, at a certain point, you really got to question the sanity of some people walking around a corner when this keeps happening. They're literally starting to have a pile of bodies, and they're just like, charge! In conscripts. Weirdly enough, people seem to have a lot of things for like bit notification sounds and don't seem to get in trouble for it. I'm sure at some point it'll start being a problem, but... Darn it, it was after the grenade. How many Russians are there in this bunker? The current answer seems to be unlimited. Death by ass cheek. So how dumb do you have to be to keep walking across this path? Like, seriously guys, it's clearly a bad idea. Wait, it's still not all dead? Seriously? You're dead now? Look at the mess I made. Jeez. I mean, plenty of ammo at least, but... You serious? Catch. Problem solved. I mean, I guess he was the one intelligent person that didn't walk around the corner.
There wasn't much to go on, but it was enough. Tobin was a nerve agent, powerful and lethal. Breathe it, touch it, even look at it, and your body shut down in all sorts of gruesome ways.
Oh, does anyone know how long this game is, by the way? Because I don't.
Of the plan, a chemical weapons specialist. He was
I'm
helping the
always
Russians
tired.
fill the last of Germany's V2
Thanks for asking,
rockets
though.
with this stuff. Their target.
Doing a proper dinner
London.
tonight, though, so hopefully all the vegetables
Those
and
cunning
stuff will,
red
you know,
bastards
hook
would
me
make
up.
it look like Germany's final revenge. Killing Wolf would have to wait. Nothing else mattered now. I had to stop that launch.
Wolfenstein's a good game as well. I haven't played any of well, actually, I've barely played any of the Wolfenstein games except, like, Enemy Territory, which isn't really a Wolfenstein game. I mean, it's called Wolfenstein, but, you know, it's not really. Of course. More dudes. Excuse me? Chat's doing stupid things again. But yeah, at some point I should probably get Doom Eternal and the newer Wolfenstein games and try them out on stream or something. God. Okay, totally disoriented myself for a second there. Again, whilst it will mess with my ability to schedule things, if I get a job, it will certainly increase my ability to actually buy different games to stream without feeling really guilty about it. Although I'm kind of enjoying going through a couple of games that are, like, you know, in my catalogue, like Fez and Antichamber that I want to do, and this. So, you know, it's good motivation to do some games I've had for a while. Also, the issue is I can't really stream, like, overly new games. Because my computer can play them fine still, but streaming them starts to become a bit awkward without turning the graphics down quite a long way. One of the downsides of having, I guess, a native 1440p resolution. Oh, come on. That was so bad. Ouch. Well, that was rude. You didn't need that skull, right? $200 headshot, not too bad. I am part of the rubble. You can't see me. Perfect camouflage. Never mind. You haven't disagree. But I can get shot here. I'm gonna go back this way. That was brutal, jeez. Really? This is like a trial and error type approach now. How long do I usually stream for? Usually around around 4 hours? I'd say pretty standard. But sometimes I'll go for, like, I'd probably say 3 at minimum, 5 is the normal maximum. So 3 to 5 hours, but normally 4 to 5, I'd say, is probably the most common. And then obviously there's the exceptions where I've streamed, like, you know, 8 hours and stuff, or the drinking stream where I think I streamed for nearly 9 hours. But that's definitely, you know, the exception to the rule. However. Can I actually kill you from here? I can hit your hands, but it doesn't do any damage. I can sit on a chair 5 hours straight. Lots of practice. Also, it's like you think that I suddenly stop sitting on a chair after I finish streaming. Seriously, your hand is very bulletproof, dude. Okay, that was possibly the worst accuracy I've had in this entire game. Honestly, I can't do it as well as I used to. I used to be able to, like, sit and game for, like, 16 hours straight without moving, basically, other than going to the loo and getting food. But I can't really handle that kind of intensity these days. But yeah, sometimes the reason that I end up, I never plan generally to do 3-hour streams. When I do it, it's usually because my brain gets a little bit frazzled and I decide to just do a shorter stream because of it. So. Okay, I'm still not sure where this guy was that killed me over here. I just know I got shot. Okay. I hear shots, but I don't even see the traces. Oh, there you go. Well, that was definitely not what I was expecting. But, yeah, when it comes to endurance and things like gaming and stuff, it's, you know, just one of those things you pick up from doing it for a long time. Practice makes... I'm not sure perfect is the right answer, because I'm clearly not perfect at these games. Nowhere near. But... he was really awkward to see. It's a good job this game isn't too realistic, because the fact that basically the only way to find an enemy sniper is to take a bullet to the face, wait for your health to regen, take one more bullet to the face, and hope that you get a shot off is quite weird. Hey, Steve. Oh, but of course, if you get an unlucky hit and they hit you in the head, then you just die. You go right back here again. Okay, this bit's really unforgiving. Oh. 140 quacks. Yeah, I guess if I do put the Hagrid sound effect in now, I need to figure out how much should Hagrid cost. My original plan was basically that I'd have the newest entry be like 1 to 10 so that people can test it out and play around with how they like it, and then slowly adjust things into their places. So the argument now would be increasing the cost of quacking, but I feel like Steve might get sad. Nope. I'm going to go a different way. Because the previous approach didn't go very well. Oh, of course. So many snipers. And that's called Sniper Elite, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be the sniper. Why is everybody else a sniper as well? It's like when you're playing like a competitive shooter and everybody's just sniping. There goes your heart. Whew, okay. So there's 2 snipers over there. 1 sniper over here. Need to wait for the heart rate to calm down. Don't know why I'm going this way. It makes it like a really long shot to try and deal with this guy, but... So many snipers. Oh, jeez. So 2 hours and 20 minutes in. So we've got plenty of time left for me to rip more of my hair out. I mean, to be fair, my hair has gotten a bit long, but I'm not sure ripping it out was quite the intentional solution, or the desired solution, rather. Okay, you did not come from where you usually do. But yeah, it does seem like we did better when we went to the right, so I guess we'll try that again. I'm a little bit worried that guy's gonna come back now. Okay, got rid of that stupid guy. Really annoying position to try and hit him from. Okay, so I know it. There's a guy, like, up there somewhere. Even when you know where they are in advance, you still can't avoid getting shot once. Game is not forgiving. Why do I feel like I can get shot when I come out here? Huh? I knew there was someone around here. I mean, I guess my objective is literally to kill Russian snipers. It makes sense that there's a bunch of snipers around, but even so. Okay. Oh, we finished all the stupid snipers. Damn, that was a lot of snipers. Suddenly, city just flooded with snipers. Whew.
Somewhere.
Onwards we
outside Berlin,
move.
Wolf and his Russians were getting ready to wipe out London. But I still had no idea where the launch site was. I had the location of Wolf's office in the heart of the city. And if I couldn't find what I needed there, a government ministry building located nearby might provide some answers. The Battle of Berlin was at its height now. Close quarters fighting on every street. Snipers on every rooftop. Tanks on every bridge and square. The Germans were burning their documents to stop them falling into Russian hands. I had to move quickly.
But yeah, if anyone knows how long the game is so I can actually figure out if I should be trying to finish it today, if I need to stop at some point so there's enough for another stream, or whatever, that'd be great. If not, that's fine, we'll just play it by ear. I don't even trust my spawn points anymore to not be, like, you know, contested. And to be fair, the game did literally just say there's like snipers on every rooftop and stuff, so... based on what the snipers are like in this game with their ridiculous protection abilities. I do a short stream next time just starts. Oh, Sniper Elite 3. I don't know if I plan on... Wait, I don't have Sniper Elite 3. Yeah, I don't have the game, and even if I did, I tend not to do them back to back, just to make for a bit of variance. I mean, I could always just start Antichamber, I guess. They are rather different games. Okay. That was too aggressive, apparently. Right, we didn't even have a checkpoint. It's just straight up restart. Okay. Ooh. Took the side of his eyeball. Alright, move. You know, one of the most impressive things is how accurate these guys are with, like, rifles at ranges where I'm using a sniper. It's like sniping these guys, and these guys just turn around with, like, fucking assault rifles, and they're just like, yep, I can fight back. Don't need you flanking my position, thank you very much. Don't hurt Rick as a flank, but... Anyone left over here? Guys, just keep appearing from everywhere. Yep. Oh. Okay. We have a checkpoint this time. These missions are getting harder. Oh. Oh. So yeah, about the whole doing shorter streams because of your brain sort of melting. I'm clearly going for accuracy here, and not just please die. Anyone else? Oh. Oh, I guess I asked if there's anyone else, and yes there is. Also, hello Lucas, sorry I didn't respond. For some reason Sniper Elite has a weird habit of scrolling my chat when I'm zooming in and out, which makes it a lot harder to keep track of when people are talking. But getting sniped is, you know, going well. I'm starting to rip my hair out. This is... oh. I enjoy the game, but definitely not a game that I want to do like really long sessions of, so I'll probably stop around the 3-hour mark again. I don't like going any less than that, it just feels a bit meh. But this kind of melts my head. I mean, it could be going worse, certainly, but... it could also be going a hell of a lot better. Ah, so there was a sneakier approach. Oh. That was not what I was trying to do. Okay, now we're back to being sneaky and underground. Ah, we have noise for cover again now. That's nice. Oh, you're discussing the location of the LMG. Oh, the sound stopped. Darn it. Yeah, that's I think what Steve's saying, isn't it? That it would have been a fine position if it had been moved slightly backwards. And the chat is scrolling again. We're just blind. Where the hell are these shots coming from? Chat, stop scrolling, jeez. The bullet camera is pretty fun. Can be a bit excessive at times, admittedly, but, you know. There's something just strangely satisfying about watching a slow motion bullet fly through the air. Sneaky, sneaky. Well, the enemy's around somewhere, I can hear them. I can't see them. Maybe it's the guys inside. Hello?
The room was a mess. The Krauts gutted it. All the papers were taken or burnt. There had to be something here that could help. It's an old trick, but a good one. Bingo. This had to be Wolf's escape plan. But before I could keep my date with that maniac, I needed to stop the V2 launch. There was nothing here to help me with that. My only chance now was the Ministry building across the square.
Okay. Back across the square. Back across the square. We go. Oh, it sounds some new enemy troops coming in. Well, that was a bad idea, but you know, I can't. You can't turn down the opportunity to just jump on a mounted gun. And actually, really? Thank you. Wait, I killed someone? But they're already dead. Anyone else shooting at you right now? No? Okay. This is a very open environment, I don't trust it. It's almost like the game read my mind. Aha, cheating. I can see them. Yeah, it's not abuse clipping a camera through a floor. Whoa. What the hell's going on here? That's some weird popping issues. Okay, don't know why I'm going up so high, but it's just kind of happening now. Shadow is probably a bit of a giveaway to where I am. Well, you're a bit dead. Seem to be no one else left around here. I like how I've kind of given up on the being quiet thing and just running around now. I mean, look at that. They clearly know I'm here, so. Also, I'm climbing up a burning building. I'm not sure about the advisability.
The map showed all the possible launch sites around Berlin. Only one was still operational and in Russian-occupied territory.
Opening.
That had to be the place.
Good job, my dude is psychic. Oh dear. Okay, that time was just me sucking ass. Really, really sucking ass. I just tried to add a transition on OBS. What the hell? Curious if I had a way of locking the camera, but the mouse, but I don't seem to. Pay more attention to the wind and stuff. So there's definitely going to be more snipers around here somewhere. You're all the way up there. Well, I guess that cover didn't work very well for me, did it? We'll just pretend that didn't take so many bullets to kill. It's fine. Flawless first shot. Ouch. That was an interesting bullet cam. Three of them? What are we supposed to do about the, like, instant hit snipers when there's that many? Give me a break. Oh, my brain is not working well enough for this right now. There we go. More like it. Get rid of you. And the next one ends up being up there, but I can't kill him yet because he's not spawned in, so... Get you to spawn and then run back. I know it's going to be more. Yep. Oh, you're... Wait, did that... Yeah, a bullet clipped the thing and actually spun into him. Interesting. Yeah, Agnes has got out the window here. I'll fire as many bullets as it takes to get rid of the stupid people. Whew, okay. A very prolonged one. Oh, that went like up his nose. No, you're not here yet. Excuse me? Oh, no, you're there. Yeah, the pacing of this game's got a bit weird. They're putting so many snipers against me now that ends up just being like a get hit, see where the enemy sniper is, wait around for health to regen, etc, etc. Well, painful. I have no idea where that came from. Apparently whoever it was doesn't want to shoot me unless I stand up there. Wow. I know where you are this time. I will admit, this is ceasing to be fun at this point. Going through the floor. Interesting. There's supposed to be a sniper in this building too, but... Hey dude, do you want to shoot me? I don't know how it came from. Did they move on to snipers on him? Hell. Genuinely have no idea where that shot came from. Really? You're gonna glitch around and then get stuck? I see where the shot came from now. I like how it's just a random sniper that was never there in previous attempts. What? What? Okay, now it's just randomly mixing up where it puts the snipers. Okay. Fair enough. What's this? If I fail too many times, you're just gonna stop me from being able to predict where they are? Because I definitely hadn't had a sniper there before. Oh, that was like up the bum. Oh, we made it here at least. How many snipers am I dealing with? There's one there, there's one over there. Okay. Not sure how that made any sense, to be honest, but I'm not going to complain. Anyone else shoot me right now? No. Okay, I know where you are. It's fine. High and mighty. What's this achievement? Wipe out the elite Russian sniper team from rooftops. Oh, good. Does that mean they're done? Also. I got an achievement for killing them all, so I'm hoping they're all gone. Okay, I think we have to call it there because my brain officially is done. Man. I was feeling a bit strained towards the end of that mission, but that last bit of those snipers, it's just, oh, so many snipers. Oh boy. Anyway, guys, I am going to wrap things up there today because that was quite enough Sniper Elite for one day. Fun game, but a little bit tedious at times. So, like I said, we won't be doing a stream tomorrow because I've got a job interview. However, I should be doing a evening stream on Friday, which I will actually remember this time to post about on Discord. I'll go do that pretty much straight away after stream. We'll be doing the usual kind of stuff, so just some like different social experiences and stuff, but for more information on that, jump on Discord and I will post it there. As for today, thanks very much guys for stopping by. It has been a pleasure as always. Hopefully I will catch you guys next time on Friday, and if not, for my usual streams next week. Obviously, if I do get a job, some changes to scheduling might happen, but we'll deal with that as and when it becomes relevant. I'm going to stop waffling now, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will catch you guys next time.